I thought this was an interesting quotation, and it's obviously a foreign name, Taiza Maezumi. I don't know who that is, but it's on my Zen calendar. So where you stand, where you are, that's what your life is right there, regardless of how painful it is or how enjoyable it is. That's what it is. It is what it is, right? So I thought that was interesting because when we're going through pain, sometimes or challenges, um, sometimes we wish we were at a different point in our lives, but we just have to accept what is and um, maybe take care of ourselves or have someone else give us hugs. Okay, everybody gets a virtual hug. Where's Jeannie? She's not getting her virtual hug.
COVID hug.
We're doing a virtual hug. Yeah.
COVID.
So, all right. That's interesting because the date on this quotation is March 16th. So that was when all of the COVID stuff was happening. Interesting. So, all right. Well, anything that you need to work on tonight? Anything that your body's calling for that you're aware of at this point? What's the C for?
Cave Creek Coffee Company. The four
Oh,
C's.
oh, okay. Because isn't that an explosive?
It is.
Okay. It's like, oh my God. All right. So we'll get started here. Do you want a little shorter class tonight? Do you have things to do and you feel like you want to move on, or oh, you got to eat? Yeah, me too. All right. Well, I'll do the best I can. Sometimes I just get into it and I forget about the time. So I've got the clock here. I'll try to honor your wishes. So we'll just kind of focus on being here now, which I think this quotation is saying, uh, and just accepting what is and finding ways to comfort ourselves or allow someone else to comfort us if we need it, and also to celebrate with us um, when we have something to celebrate. So I'm going to, I think I must have bumped my camera because the view is a little different here. So, and I look really small back there, which is not anything wrong with that, but there we go. I should have done this before, but I thought it was okay. Whoops. I guess that's cutting off my head. All right. So sitting in easy pose or your half lotus or whatever pose you choose for now. We'll lift tall and let go of activities and news. The outer environment. Just find your way into your sacred space, your own little cave. Bring your focus to your breath. That's one way to always bring your focus back to the here and now, to whatever it is that's happening. Just focus on your breath. And then just some micro moves to check in with your body, your muscles and joints. See what feels a little tight, what feels good. All right. So I think our affirmation could be, if it works for you, I accept what is happening in my life. Because we always have spirit, we always have guidance to lead us through it. And we always have that peaceful place within us where we can go in and melt the issues. So just bring your arms down to your sides, turn your palms up and breathe an expansive breath. And then a long exhale for relaxation. And just repeat a few times. Use your Ujjayi breath if you like. And one more round. And just bring your palms down over your heart. Let your thumbs touch your sternum, your heart chakra, anahata. And it's got to be appropriate today of all days to just focus on what you're grateful for. We have Thanksgiving tomorrow, plans with family and sharing. Let yourself generate the feeling of gratitude. All right, and let's come up into standing for our warm-ups this time. So, well, that's odd. I guess I'll put it back where it was. Well, I guess I'm going to have to move the camera. I'm sorry. I must have bumped it when I do put some cloth over it so that it, people can hack into your camera. There we go. Now my head's not cut off. All right, so let's just breathe a nice deep breath as we're in standing. Press down through the soles of your feet, bring your palms together, and exhale, arms down. Bring your hands around behind you. We'll stretch a little bit, interlace fingers, and draw your arms away. Just pulsing a little bit. Lift your sternum. And then release your hands and circle around in your shoulders. And reverse. And then breathe, arms overhead, interlace fingers. And turn your palms upward. Reach. Oh, my feline assistant. Okay, reach again. And again. Pull up out of your ankles, your hips, your shoulders. And then separate your hands, just palms facing. Breathe and reach again. And come down for a swan dive. Exhale. Down. And just bend your knees one at a time if you like. You can do yoga with us, huh? Yeah, you can do yoga, huh? All right, and then come side to side, just around to the outer edge of one foot, come around to the other one. All right, so feet hip width apart, toes forward. We'll come down for a chair pose. So just lower your hips and bring your arms out to the side and up overhead and reach. Draw your tummy in. Activate your core, the pelvic floor. Reach. Lower down a little bit more and bring your arms parallel to the floor. Reach through your fingertips forward and hips go back and lower down. And then just bring palms together, bring them in for a prayer twist in your chair pose. Just coming to your right, press on your leg and come into a twist. Breathe, look up. And center, breathe. And to the other side. Oh, I know you want attention. I may have to take her upstairs. Yeah, okay. Okay. And then just bring your palms back to center and push the floor away and come into a standing twist. And while you're doing that, I will bring this little feline assistant back upstairs. Yeah, there you go. All right, thank you for your patience. All right, so coming back into Tadasana, really good posture, just hips forward, Draw your tummy in and up, arms at your sides, pressing fingertips to the ground. Ground through the soles of your feet. And breathe arms up overhead. Exhale, thumbs to your heart center. And then take your right hand up alongside your ear. Reach. Exhale, your left hand right against your side. Reach, lift, and exhale over to the side. And we'll just kind of loosen up here, warming it up. Reach up, inhale, exhale over. Once more, coming up. Exhale over and hold the stretch for a few breaths. Look up under your arm if you wish, but bring your arm next to your ear and lengthen. Now, optional here is to bring your left arm up, and you can keep your arms, your hands separated, or bring your palms together, whatever works easiest for you. Reach and relax down to the side and press down on your feet. Lift your arms up. Inhale, palms together, back to center. Okay, so breathing your left arm up next to your ear, reach and exhale, right arm down and come over to the side. Inhale to center, exhale. Inhale once more and reach, press against your hip and exhale. Let that be a support for you. Shoulders and hip bones forward, look up. And optional, once again, if you wish, just bring your other arm up. And firmly press down in your feet and lift up out of your ankles. Reach and another swan dive. Exhale forward, hinging in your hips. And just walk your hands forward, step your feet back, and come into a plank. Nice long line, press through your heels. Now really plant the balls of your feet into the mat. Lift your left leg up and just circle around in your ankle. Loosen up. Reverse. Lift your leg as high as it'll come. And bring the ball of your foot back down onto the floor. Now, press real well in the right palm. Lift your left arm out to the side. And release your palm back down. Okay, now lift your right leg up, circle around in your ankle. Reverse. And lift. And let the ball of your foot back down. Plant your left palm into the mat and both feet and lift your right arm out to the side. Breathe. And bring your palm back down. Press back into your downward facing dog. And just bend your knees and come into your puppy stretch. All right, now just bring your forearms together, interlace your fingers, bring the bottom pinky finger inside the palm so you don't cause yourself pain. Take your feet back into elbow plank. So bring your core muscles in, your abdomen, pull in and up as you lengthen through your spine and your heels. Breathe. And just realize this is what is right now. You're working your abs. We're getting them all toned up for tomorrow. Now lift your hips and walk your feet in towards your elbows into dolphin pose. Stretch your heels down towards the floor. Press on your forearms and elbows. Push back. And then bend your knees and lower down. Let the tops of your feet come onto the floor and bring your arms around behind you. Interlace your fingers. If it's comfortable for you, just bring your forehead onto the mat and lift your arms up. Yoga is so good for the shoulders. I've known several people who have gotten frozen shoulder, which is very painful and very stiff. So you don't have to be concerned about having that. All right. Now lower your arms and reach for the outsides of your feet or hold on to your heels, and we'll lift up into rabbit pose. So we're going to be rounding our back. So roll up onto the top of your head, but still hold on to your feet and lift your spine up. Draw in your core, navel to spine. Now just release your hands. Bring your fingertips on the floor next to your face and slowly lift your head up off the floor. So we just rounded our back. Lift up onto your knees. Separate them just slightly. And turn your toes under. Make sure you're okay, not dizzy or anything. All right, bring your hands around onto your low back. Fingertips down. And we'll work in towards our camel pose. Just lift up in your heart. bring the elbows towards each other. Take in your breath. Exhale and arch back. Press on your hands on your sacrum, supporting your low back. Keep lifting your sternum up and back. And just lean back over your feet and then press forward. Lower your chin for a moment and then breathe as you lift your chin. And again, elbows together or towards each other. Lift up in your heart and press back. See if you can go a little further. Now reach for one foot. Hip bones still facing forward. With your free arm, lift it up and bring it back by your ear. So it's opening. It's helping you to open into camel. And then reach forward with that free arm and bring your hands back on your low back, your sacrum. Reach up and arch back. Lean. Feel the stretch in your thighs. And other hand on your foot if it'll reach, and bring the free arm up next to your ear and let that give you leverage to go back deeper into your camel pose. And then reach forward as though reaching for an invisible rope. Palms on your low back and round your spine. Now, variation is to let the tops of your feet down onto the mat. Okay, so lift in your heart, draw your core muscles in, supporting you. Exhale to the back and see if you can reach your heels and come into camel. Now bring your chin towards your chest, bring your hips down towards your heels and down into child's pose to stretch out your work. Elbows bend. Just relax here. The back bending poses are grounding for us. All right, bring your palms onto the mat, either side of your head, and just come forward a little bit and up onto your knees. Now press down on your right palm and lift your left arm up into a very gentle twist. Taking a breath. Exhale, lower your arm, thread the needle. Bring your hand under the right arm. Bring your shoulder down. Left shoulder comes down onto the mat. And reach that arm through. A little bit more and a little bit more. Coming on towards the back of your head. And then lift your right arm up and deepen your twist. Let the shoulder open. Let your arm relax towards the floor. Our ab work warmed us up for this level of a twist. Now bring your right hand onto the mat next to your face and press down, lift, coming up, palms on the floor. Now lift your right arm up into a twist. Take in a breath. Exhale and thread the needle, reaching through. And let's compare this side to the first side. Let your right shoulder come down towards the back of your head. You can adjust your knees if you need to. Press down on that right arm. Lift your left arm up. Be careful of your hair so you don't pull it. And open the shoulder. Mindful of your neck. Just let that arm relax down towards the floor. And now bring your hand onto the mat next to your face and press up in table pose once again. And just a couple of cat stretches to push out any debris. So starting in neutral spine, inhale. Exhale, navel to spine and curl in on yourself. Chin to chest. And then tilt your hips up. Inhale your chin. Exhale, rounded cat. Inhale to arching cat. All right, come back to neutral spine. Just draw your left knee forward and a little bit across the right leg and come down sitting on your hip. Bring your right leg around. I'll mirror you. Just for a momentary four square. Lift in your spine and your crown. Flex the top foot and exhale forward, relaxing down. Breathe. And now press up. We will just lean back and switch our legs. Bring the other leg on top for the four square. And just compare this side. Is it easier to get into or harder? Is it tighter than the first side? Maybe it's looser. So lift up tall in your spine. And exhale, hinge forward. When you feel it, a little resistance there, pause and breathe and lengthen out through your crown. You want a straight spine if possible. Then exhale and relax down to the next point of resistance. And breathe and elongate. Exhale, relax. And now press up and lean back. Just stretch your legs out and roll your hips side to side, just loosening everything up, moving toxins out. All right. Shavasana. Separate your feet 12 to 18 inches. Palms are up. You can bend your elbows or straight arms, whichever is best for you. And then hips under, lower down, just relax down into Shavasana. Shoulder blades are rolled under as well. And here you are right now in this present moment, your point of power. This is where your life is right now. This is what is. I'm going to recommend for a few breaths to generate that feeling of gratitude. Once again, it does raise your vibration and brings you more of things to be grateful for. Be not dismayed, whate'er betide. God will take care of you in every moment. He is so kind. God will take care of you. God will take care of you in every way, every day. God will take care of you. God will take care of you. So knowing that your life is what it is, also know that the all that is will take care of you. So just bring your awareness back. Maybe feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Bring in some movement and just yawn and stretch and wake yourself up. And then lift your knees to your chest. Hold them close. A little more stretch. And then come to one side and press into sitting. If you like, bring your hands into a mudra. Thanksgiving is a nice time for unity, so maybe the index finger and thumb, but whatever works for you in this moment. And then bring palms together over your heart. Thank you for being here, sharing yoga, and may your Thanksgiving be a delight. Namaste, everybody.